Hi, I'm Liam, and today I'm going to show you just how easy and fast you can take any of our latest dev tools or eval boards and switch them into a CMSIS-DAP debugger. This is a widely adopted industry standard protocol for ARM Cortex-M debugging, giving you plug-and-play support with multiple major IDEs and the flexibility to use both open source and our proprietary solutions. Let's take a look. I have here my PICkit Basic, and up on the screen here I have the page on PyPi for our aptly named Python utility, the PyCmsisDapSwitcher. This is a basic command line tool and library that lets you both recover the bootloader or application firmware on your Microchip programmer debugger and switch between our proprietary firmware and the open ARM CMSIS-DAP v2 standard. This is what we are looking at today. Some other good news, although I'm using the PICkit Basic today, this switcher works with the PICkit 4, PICkit 5, and our MPLAB Snap, as well as most of our Curiosity boards as well. And on top of those, for the recovery mode, it also works with our ICD4, ICD5, and ICE4 as well. If you want, you can read through some of the details here on the page, or after install, just use the -help option. But we're going to install it today using just the command prompt and pip. I'm on Windows, but with this being done in Python, it'll work this way on Mac and Linux as well. This is super easy. Just run pip install PyCmsisDapSwitcher. All right, once it's installed, we'll go ahead and use that -help option and see what we can do. The web page shows us the default action is switch, but you can also use the recover option. You can select a specific target, but it will also auto-detect a target as well when you switch. And the firmware type option is by default the CMSIS-DAP, as well as you can use the MPLAB as the value to switch back and forth. So you should be able to run this even with no options and switch the firmware over. Okay, with the PICkit plugged in, I'll go ahead and enter PyCmsisDapSwitcher from the command line. And after a few seconds, you'll see the firmware has been switched. In this case, it used the server and then saved it to a cache, but you can also pull the firmware from a local cache or a .hex or .atpack file. Now, you can use this debugger in Microvision or the ARM CMSIS solutions extensions in VSCode or Embedded Workbench. I'll show you here. You can find the debugger probe showing up in a few different places. In VSCode with the Keil Studio extensions installed, I have a blank solution opened up here. Super simple. But you can just use the terminal and use pyocdlist, and you'll be able to see the connected probe. Yep, there it is. If you're in Microvision, you can dig into the project options for target under debug using a CMSIS-DAP debugger, and then enter here into the settings, and it will show here the connected debugger. Yep, there it is. And then here in Embedded Workbench, similarly, if you've set up the project to use a CMSIS debugger, you can see the PICkit Basic shows up here in the debug log when I went to debug this little example project. Okay, now if you want to switch the firmware back again, a super simple prompt, really you just need one added option, and that's the firmware type MPLAB, and then it will switch back. Yep. Now I can go into our extensions in VS Code and just show here the tool is plugged in using this MPLAB Tools side view. It'll pop up here or in the debugger options menu. I can get to that here. And that's it. Easy and fast. Now you can use any of our modern debugging tools with the CMSIS-DAP standard in whatever ecosystem or IDE you prefer. If you'd like more details about how to use Microchip tools and devices and partner ecosystems, make sure you're subscribed here to the Developer Help channel. We'll have some more videos on our partner ecosystems coming out soon. And thanks for watching.